This is 2019 August 2nd paper, numerical aptitude questions. A travels 15 kilometers with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. He travels another 25 kilometers with a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. What is his average speed for the entire journey? Formula for average speed is equals to total distance by total time period. Here total distance, this is d1, first one, this is d1, this is t1, first one, s1, speed 1, and this is d2, second distance, this is second speed s2. So total distance is first distance 15 kilometers plus second distance 25 kilometers, and total time period, we know the formula, time is equals to distance by speed. d1 is 15 kilometers first distance and speed is 30 kilometers, so 30, this is 1 is to 2, 1 by 2. t2 is equals to second distance is 25 and time is 10, 5 2s are 5 5s are, that is equals to 5 by 2. So time period here 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. Add this, we get 40. 40 by 6 by 2. Cancel this 3. 40 by 3 is the answer. So first one is correct answer. Next question. P ratio Q is equals to 5:2 and 2P minus 3Q ratio 3P minus 5Q is equals to, here given P ratio 5, Q ratio 2, so 2 into 5 minus 3 into 2 ratio 3 into P is 5 minus 5 is Q is 2, here Q, so 2, 5 2 is 10 minus 6 ratio 3 5 is 15 minus 5 2 is 10, so 4 is 5, 4 ratio 5, third option is correct. Next question. The table given below presents the number of books on different subjects kept on separate shelves. Subjects with odd and even numbers or of odds and signs respectively. Here given these subjects, different subjects of books. These are books, and question is what is the ratio of number of books of S1 and the average number of books per subjects. Ratio of number of books in S1, that equals to 26. Next, average number of books per subjects. Average books, average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. So when we add these all numbers, we get 238 and number of observations are 7, so 7 3s are 7 4s are. Ratio here S1 is 26, average is 34, so 2 1s are 2 3s are, 2 1s are 2 7s are, 13 is 17 is the ratio. Next question. What will be the compound interest on a sum of 1200 for 2 years at the rate of 20% per annum when the interest is compounded yearly? Here principal amount is 1200 and time is 2 years, rate is 20%. So compound interest formula, total amount formula for the compound is P of 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n. P is 1200 into 1 plus R. R is rate. What is the rate? 20. 20 by 100. Years, 2 years here. So cancel it. 1 by 5. So 1200 into 5 plus 1 by 5 square. We get 1200 into 6 by 5 whole square. So 1200 into 6 into 6 by 5 into 5. With 5 we cancel it. 5 to the 10, 5 4 to 20, 0. With another 5, 5 4 to 20, 5 8 is 45. 48 into 36. This value is 1728. So 1728. 1728. This is total amount with compound interest and principal amount. So remove principal amount from this amount. We get compound interest. So 1200. 8 2 minus 0 is 2. 7 minus 5 to 5. 528. Fourth option is correct. Next question. The simple interest on a sum for a certain number of years same as the rate percentage of the interest is equal to the sum itself. The number of years is equal to the simple interest on a sum for a certain number of years. So here first principal amount is equals to P, and the same the rate of percent of the interest. Interest here rate of interest we assume x, and this x is equals to here the simple interest means simple interest on a sum here we that is called principal also, principal amount, certain number of years means time, we find out time, and the same this time is same as the rate percentage of the interest rate also same as the time. So we don't know about time, so we assume this as x, and this also x, because here same and is equal to the sum itself. Simple interest is equals to the sum is principal amount. So find the number of years. That means formula for the simple interest is equals to PTR by 100. In this formula we get simple interest is equals to P. Simple interest is also equals to P. So P value P here and here. T value we assume x, and R also x by 100. P cancel, we get 100 is equals to x square. So 10 square is equals to 100, x equals to 10. So this is second option is correct. Next question. Pipe A can fill a tank in 6 hours. Pipe B can fill the same tank in 8 hours. Pipe A, B and C together can fill the same tank in 12 hours. Then which of the following statements is true for pipe C. Here given that pipe A in 6 hours, B in 8 hours, and A plus B plus C in 12 hours. So take LCM. 6, 8, 12 LCM. 2 3s are 2 4s are 2 6s are 2 2s are 2 3s are 3 1 2 3. LCM is 2 2s are 4. 4 into 9 into 2. That means 72. So here LCM, by the LCM okay, sorry, here not 3. So LCM is 2 into 2 into 3 into 2. This is equals to 24. LCM is 24. And when we divide this 24 by 4, 6, that means LCM is, we get LCM 24. And first pipe capacity is 6, so 24 by, this is total capacity 24 units, and this is 6. First can capacity, filling capacity, this is 3, and second one, where is second one? B is 8 hours, so 24 by 8, this is here 4, here 3, and A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C capacity is 12, so 24 by 12, this is 2. For A plus B plus C minus A plus B is equals to C. So we add this number and minus this 2, this and this, we get C value. So A plus B plus C is equals to 2 minus A is 4 plus 3, that equals to 2 minus 7, that equals to minus 5. Minus 5 means that is negative value. That means that is takes water from the tank. C is take water from the tank. So here 5. From this 5, this is C capacity. Total capacity is 24. So 24 by C 5. We get 5 4s are 20 and 4. 4 means 0.8. 4.8. Option third. Here empty, because it absorbs water from the tank. So it can empty the tank in 4 hours 48 minutes. Here given 4.8 hours. That is called 4 hours 48 minutes. Next question. By selling an article of 320 rupees, a man incurs a loss of 20%. What should be the selling price of an article to gain 20%? So price is, this is selling price with 20% loss. 20% loss means 100 minus 20, that equals to 80% only. So 80% loss is 320. And here what should be the selling price of an article to gain 20? To gain 20 means 100 plus 20. So that equals to 120. 120 by how much? Money. So cross multiplication, we get x is equals to, here this cancel, 120 into 32 by 8. 8 fours are 32. So 14, 12 fours are 48, 0, 480. Second option is correct. Next question. 0.1% of 1.728 into 10 to the power of 6 spherical droplets of water, each of diameter 2 millimeters, coalesce to form a spherical bubble. What is the diameter of the bubble? Here first 0.1%. 0.1% means 100 of the spherical droplets. How many? 1.728 into 10 to the power of 6. This value 0.1 means 1 by 100 into 10 into 1.1728 by, we remove point here, we get 100. We get 100 into 10 to the power of 6. So here 10, 6 means 6 zeros. These are 2 zeros. These are 2 zeros. And here 0.1 also. Here 1 0. Total 5 zeros. Here 3 zeros because point is here. So 3 zeros. Here 3 zeros. Totally 6 zeros. This value is 1728 only. These are number of droplets. Number of droplets. And each of diameter is equals to 2 millimeters. It changed to the centimeters. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. So 0.2 centimeters diameter is. Radius is 0.1 because half of the diameter. So here coalesce to form a spherical bubble. Diameter is 0.2 centimeters. Radius, what is the radius? Half of the diameter. So 0.1. 0.1 centimeters. The 0.1% of 1.728 into 10 to the power of spherical droplets and form each of diameter 2 millimeters causes to form spherical bubble. So volume of a bubble is in shape of sphere volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and this is small droplets bubble volume, and big sphere bubble volume also 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here we multiply with 1728 because number of droplets are 1728. So we multiply this. Here this is cancel and pi also is common, so cancel, and r value is here 0.1 cube is equals to r cube and into 1728. 0.1 cube is equals to 0.001. 0.001 into 1728. This value is 1.2728 is equals to r cube. This is 12 square. That means 1.2 whole square is equals to whole cube is equals to r cube. So r value is 1.2. R value is 1.2. So diameter is double to the radius. So 1.2 into 2 is equals to 2.4. Fourth option is correct. Next question, the ratio of monthly income of Pawan and Sunil is 4:3 and the ratio of monthly expenditures is 3:2. If Pawan and Sunil gave 4,000 save 4,000 and 6,000 respectively per month, then what is the sum of their monthly incomes? Ratio of monthly income of Pawan and Sunil. First 4 plus 3 equals to their sum of savings here 7 and then monthly expenditures at 3 and 2, that is equals to 3 plus 2 is 5 and savings are 4,000 plus 6,000, 4,000 plus 6,000, total is 10,000 respectively per month. So here we observe this is total amount, ratio of monthly income, this is expenditure income, this is total saving income. Saving means here we observe this ratio is 4:6. So we get 10,000. 10,000 is a saving. Saving is only 1% between gap. Here 4, here 3 and 3, 2. So difference between expenditure and monthly income. Income is equals to expenditures plus savings. So this gap is only 1. That 1, it is 1 unit, this is 1 unit. So that is 10,000. So 7 into 10,000 is equal 70,000. Second option is correct.